Good morning and welcome to Springfield High School, the audiovisual production studio, otherwise known as the Hive Mind, and you're listening to the Anthony Griggs Coaches Show. Welcome into the Yellow Jackets studio. I'm Bruno Reagan. I'm the head of the audiovisual production program here, and I have a special guest that will be a recurring guest for our first ever consistent production here with the AV program at Springfield High School. We're going to have a coaches show for none other than the high school boys basketball team. I'm joined by head coach Anthony Griggs, and this is the Anthony Griggs Coaches Show. Coach, you're about a week and some change away from the season. I just want you to tell me a little bit about this 25 to 26 squad that you got coming up.
Yeah, thanks for having me. We're looking to this year's group is a little differently from our first two other groups that we've had. They're a lot well connected. They've known each other. They got an opportunity to know me. I know before I came, I was a third coach in 3 years. So just building that stability and seeing the difference of how they've been taking on my personality, which is great. This is our first year having as many seniors as we have. We have 5 seniors now. So this is our time. It's our turn, as I tell them, to be that lead group that has that experience coming into this season.
And something I want you to speak on is when I was in high school, there was an expectation for sports and all of that, but I've never seen it quite like here at Springfield High School. I see so many kids that are here 5, 6 a.m. training, working out, getting coached, and I always see your team specifically just doing some light drills and some shoot around. Is that some consistency that you've seen raised with the senior? I just want you to speak to this senior group and how much work they've been putting in the back end of this thing.
Yeah, it's something that we've started since my first year. It's about coming in, being able to take advantage of opportunities. One thing I've always told the guys is during practice, there's only so many reps you can get. But once you have to be able to put in that extra work. If you want to be a better free throw shooter, you need to come in every morning and make X amount of free throws. If you need whatever that is that you need to work on skill-wise, that's your opportunity to come in. And that's just the buy-in part. We preach about buying in all the time. Are you committed to what we're doing? Are you committed to yourself getting better? And those opportunities come by you coming in early in the morning or you staying late after school and getting some type of skill work in.
Awesome. Well, you've obviously had some improvement every single year you've been here, and you have this senior-led group coming up, so everyone's pretty excited to see how the dominoes fall. But are there any specific seniors that you've got to see grow into that leadership role that have really stood out to you that you'd like to highlight?
Yes, sir. Barbee and Rajaden Dunn. Elijah has, as a sophomore when I first got here 3 years ago now, I've challenged him to be that senior. I've noticed everyone likes to gravitate towards him, so getting him to understand what it means that everybody likes you. So if everybody kind of likes you, then they'll more than likely listen to you, and being able to understand also with them liking you, there's going to be times where they don't like you as a leader because you're going to have to make those hard decisions to say, hey, right now it's not time to be friends. We have to get done what we need to get done on the court, and then we can go be friends. And Rajaden Dunn has definitely stepped up. His brother played here, so he feels like he has big shoes to fill. But like I tell him, he has to be Rajaden Dunn. He's our anchor on defense. He's very talkative, very vocal. He's taking on that leadership role of, hey, he's always clapping. He's our energy guy, and I'm very proud of him for that.
And what are some traits that this 25 to 26 team, what makes them unique? What makes them different compared to your other squads here? Just in as dynamic as a view as possible. Like, is this going to be a gritty team? Is this going to be a composed team? And what do you think in your opinion?
It starts with this group, how well they like each other. This is my first group in 3 years where they hang out outside of the court, and that's something I've been preaching for 3 years. Hey, me and my teammates, we've always hung out outside of school. Even in school, you'll see us together at lunch. They've really taken on that role. They're always sending me pictures in our group chat of them going out to eat or them going to hang out somewhere. So that connectivity is going to translate on the court for us. And just them understanding, hey, we're going to be very competitive, and I try to make them compete. One thing I've learned from previous coaches is use everything as a way to compete. Like, we'll compete whether it's who gets here early, who's the first one in the door, or who's the first one dressed, who's the first one to order, who's the first one to, even down to who's the first one to say thank you when we're getting off the bus, who's the first one to say thank you to the bus driver for taking us somewhere. Just competing and building that competitiveness.
I love that. I'm gonna learn a lot about you, Coach, as we're doing this, and I'm also gonna steal some stuff from you. I think that's what I'm gonna steal. Absolutely, competing, absolutely everything.
Yes, sir.
It's funny how the little things, how much they pop out. And Coach, you're starting. This is gonna be the start of year 3, right? So it's kind of the point where you'll get to see your personality, your style really bleed into the team, right? Like your culture and your expectation. Can you just put into words for the Springfield fans what that culture is that you've been trying to build kind of leading up into this senior-led season?
So we base our culture off of the 4 C's, which is character, classroom, community, and then court. Being great students in the classroom, making sure we're sitting in the front row, making sure we're always being attentive, making sure we're honor roll students, being in the community, getting out, supporting those, because once we get out and support those businesses and schools, middle schools, elementary schools, then they come to the games and support us. And this one thing I've noticed about Spring, because it's a tight-knit community once you get to know everyone. On the court, we want to be competitive and we want to play a certain style, which is fast. We want to play up tempo. We want people to come fill the stands up and watch us play. We're a very disciplined team. We want to be disciplined on defense. One thing that we're always saying is be great on defense and it'll turn into excellent offense.
Good, Coach. You're going to be entering in the early season slate of your schedule coming up. And I know, and I coach wrestling here, so there's always some tournaments where I kind of highlight, and I'm just so excited to see these guys compete, certain dual matchups. I just want to know in this early part of the season right here, are there any games or tournaments that kind of stick out as good testing grounds or maybe some things you're looking forward to in the early schedule?
I'm looking forward to, of course, our first game, November the 18th, playing Sycamore. This will be our second time playing them. We played them my first year here. We kind of gave that game away, missing a couple free throws, being young. But I'm really excited about November 24th when we go to Lebanon for that Lebanon Classic. We're actually getting to play Loretto. Loretto went 35-0 last year. They won the state title. So that's going to be a good test for us, just matching up to see where we stand versus a team of that caliber. Again, 35-0. Coming out, so we're going to be excited to play them. I'm looking forward to see our progress, like you said, for the past 2 years and what we built on, to see how we stack now with our senior-led group against a team of that nature.
No, absolutely. I love that you're always looking forward to that. Some coaches, at least in my experience, they're kind of like, they speak pretty generally of matchups like that, but I'm always so eager to go up against the best. So it's good to see that you're of a like mind in that regard. Welcome back. It's that time of the week where we start to highlight one of our student athletes here on the Springfield High School basketball team. And this week we have a special guest. It'll be Elijah Barbee, so stay tuned. Welcome back into the studio here at Springfield High School. We're at the Anthony Griggs Coaches Show, and I have a special guest here. We have senior player number 1 on the team, Elijah Barbee, right? Did I say that right, Elijah?
Yes, sir.
Perfect, Elijah. Now, I hear you have a lot of Springfield connections. I just want you to go into that. I heard you even had maybe a relative that had coached here at one point. I want you to kind of tell us your backstory and your family history and your connection to this school.
Well, my granddad, he coached basketball here like a long time ago. He coached the girls. They won championships and all that. And I had a cousin named Timmy Barbee. He won Mr. Football. And, yeah.
Now, when you say a long time ago, it's funny you mentioned that. Do you know the exact year? Because whenever I hear about, whenever someone asks where my parents went to college and when they played, I answer the same way. I'm like, a long time ago. Was there a rough time frame? Was it like the 70s or the 80s?
No, I don't think it was that far. It was like 19s, I think.
Oh, okay. Nice. Well, does that add like an extra point of pride playing here, being like that sort of legacy player? And do you see a lot of people from the community that, they always go out and reach out to your family like that have been around? Do you notice that community aspect?
Yes, sir.
Can you speak on that a little bit? Like, is it the same with other schools as it is at Springfield to have that kind of legacy aspect? Do you see that in other points of your basketball career? Or is this like a kind of a high school thing up to this point?
I mean, it's really both, But
yeah, expand on that. It's your experience.
I mean, like when I was with my granddad, you know what I'm saying? Everybody tell me about like you need to start listening to him. He know what he talking about, all that, yeah, stuff like that.
And do you? Do you listen? Oh, okay, good. Then you're already well ahead of some other youngins because that is an interesting thing. Again, the same thing with my pops. People tell me how much they respect him and listen to him, and I just look at him and I'm like, my dad? No, I'm not listening to that guy. All right. No, that's hilarious. Well, thanks for joining us, Elijah. I appreciate your insight.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back. So just some final thoughts, I guess, as we get into it. I just want to hear, how do you set your goals? Obviously, we're year 3. Like, I'm a pretty tangible goal-setting coach and athlete when I'm in my motions, right? I like to make certain progresses. Some coaches are more general. Some coaches have a lofty end-season goal, and the whole point is to get to that. When you're setting goals, and specifically for this 25-26 team, what is your goal for this season with this team?
Our goal is to each practice and each game, we want to see progress. We want to make sure we're getting better, learning from every mistake. Even in everything that we did right, there's still some type of learning curve that can be done. So I want to see something different. I want to see growth every practice, each and every game, so we can go back and say, hey, we did learn from this mistake. Now we can go correct something else. Or, hey, we did this well. Now let's be even better at it. Individually, as a coach, I just want to make sure our team is growing. We definitely want to grow each and every day. We want to take advantage of every opportunity that we have. I'm big on making sure we are good at what we do. We know we want to be able to stop other teams and do those things, but at the end of the day, our goal is to make you play our style of basketball, make sure we're able to compete at the level we need to compete at. And at the end of the day, when the ball goes up in the air, I want those kids to go back to the sideline and say, hey, this is a tough team to play. We still got 3 more quarters of this, or we have another quarter of this, or another half of this. It's going to be a long night. And we want it to feel like a short night for us, but a long night for the opposing teams. Every opportunity we have to get better. Like I said, last year we made it to the district championship. We came up short. This year, let's win it. And then we went out first round on the region last year. This year, let's get to that region championship game. Let's host a sub-state game where we can get the crowd back into it, get the Springfield community here and sell out the games and put ourselves in position to win a state championship.
Absolutely. I love it, Coach. I guess as an ode to our first ever episode, what message would you just like to share with if your players, the families, the fans, and just the greater Springfield community, what message do you want to send out to them going into this season?
Springfield basketball is back. Come out and support us, family, friends, athletes. One thing we've been big on is building family. I use that word a lot. My family is from Michigan, so I don't have much family here. So it's all about building that relationship with our families and the team's families and either other programs. I like to get out and support other programs as many games as I can and build that family relationship within the whole school. That's something that I've learned here is everyone supports everyone. So let's make sure we get out and support the team. It's going to be an exciting season. I wanted everybody, when they walk away from a game, to be able to say, you know what, I can't wait for the next game. Let's get excited for it. Players, let's put in the work and let's go.
Absolutely, Coach. I really thank you for taking time out of your schedule to do this show. I do look forward to, once we get into your schedule, just seeing this team, learning about them. But thank you very much for doing this. And I think people are going to love the insight that you bring to this team and just kind of the behind the scenes that you can provide this community through this show. So thank you for coming on. Look forward to having you back. And I appreciate you.
Hey, thank you for setting all this up for us, and we're looking forward to seeing y'all out there at the wrestling tournaments.
Absolutely. We'll make sure we try to bring a player on, one new player each week. That way you can learn the behind the scenes of this Springfield team. But otherwise, I'm Bruno Reagan. He's head coach Anthony Griggs, signing off of the first episode of the Anthony Griggs Coaches Show.
Thank you.